Okay, right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Daffa Ramadhan from A4 2019, and I'm here to uh, do a text analysis for material Morphosyntax. But before that, I'm sorry if my camera is so dark because my camera is not quite good. And I'm sorry if my explanation had a lot have a lot of mistakes because I'm really not good at it. So I try my best. Okay, yeah, enough about me. And now we jump to the material. But before that, we have to know that what is morphosyntax. Morphosyntax is, from what I understand, it's a combination between morphology and syntax, where in morphology we study about word and its structure, but syntax we study about how to make word into sentence with a good structure. And morphology. Morphology is part of linguistics that study about word and its formation or the studies of word structure. So, because morphology is studying about word, so morphology use the term of noun, verb, um, pronoun, adjective, adverb, conjunction, etc. And jump to this. Next is syntax. Syntax is the study of how languages express relationships between words, and shortly study of how to create sentence. Because syntax is study about sentence, so syntax use the term uh, of the structure, the sentence structure, like subject, verb, object, complement, or adverbial. And okay, yeah, text analysis. Okay, we just analyze the sentence part or the syntax thing. At the great meeting of the animals who had gathered to elect a new ruler, the monkey was asked to dance. Okay, I mark the monkey with pink was asked with purple, and to dance with blue. Why? Because the monkey here stand as a subject and was asked was stand or verb. Yes, verb. And to dance here stand for complement. Why to dance is complement? Because was asked cannot stand by itself. The monkey was asked to what? Was asked to dance. So to dance here is a complement. At the great meeting, until the ruler, yeah, it's I think it's an adverbial because it just explaining where the monkey was asked to dance at the great meeting of the animals. Next, this he did so well, blah blah blah, until the king. I mark out the he as subject and did as verb, and so well until the king as a adverbial because uh, what he did, that the dance did the dance is so well with that gimmicks and oh yeah, and the animals like it, and they're elected him as their king. Okay, next, the fox did not vote for the monkey and was much disgusted with the animals for electing so unworthy a ruler. Yeah. I mark the fox as subject and didn't vote for the the verb, and the monkey as object because the fox did not vote for the monkey. The object that he didn't vote is the monkey. But here I have two verb. Here did not vote and was much disgusted. Yeah, because there was an here as a conjunction between uh, the monkey. Why the fox did not vote for the monkey? Because he was disgusted, disgust with the another, disgust with the monkey, and with the animals under the rule is for me is a compliment. Because why he disgusts the fox disgusts is because the other animals are like the monkey. Next, one day he found a trap with a bit of meat in it. I mark he as a subject and found as a verb, a trap as an object with a bit of meat in it as a complement. Uh, because this object, a trap, why with a bit of meat in it is a complement for me? It's because a trap here, it's containing the meat in it. So it's explaining the trap. Next, hurrying the king monkey, he told him he had found rich treasure, which he had not touched because it belonged by right to his majesty the monkey. I marked he as subject and told as verb and him as object is he is the fox, and what the fox does is told him here is reference to the king monkey, and what the fox told him is he had found a rich treasure. It's yeah, that in the sentence before this, and the fox told him. So he had found until Majesty the monkey. It's the complement to what the fox found. Hurrying to King Monkey is adverbial because it's stand for the fox that go fast to the monkey. Okay, next sentence. The greedy monkey I mark as out as subject and followed as an object. I mean as a verb and the fox as an object. The, the greedy monkey followed the fox. The subject followed the object. And the blue trap I mark as complement because follow is cannot stand alone because it has to go somewhere. So the subject followed the object to the trap. To the trap is explaining the greedy monkey followed the fox. Next sentence. As soon as he saw the meat, he grasped eagerly for it, only find himself held fast in the trap. As soon as is conjunction, so maybe it has this sentence has two subject and two verb and two object. First one is he saw the meat. He reference to the greedy monkey as a subject, saw as a verb, and the meat is object that the subject sees. He grabs eagerly for it. Eagerly here is adverb, so I put it in adverbial. And for it is for the meat, so for it is the object. He is the greedy monkey, so it's the subject. I mean, this for it is object. Only to find himself held fast in the trap. It's adverbial. I don't know why, but I think it's adverbial. I'm so sorry. I didn't good edit. Next, the fox stood up and laughed. The fox here I mark as subject and stood off as a verb, but I have to verb here stood off and love. Why? Because and here is a conjunction. In my mind, if there was conjunction, this must be uh, two different sentence structure. I mean, yeah. Okay, next sentence. It's you pretend to be our king as a compliment of he said. He said he is subject because it reference to the fox, and said is a verb. And also and cannot even take care of yourself is a compliment. Shortly after that, it's for me it's adverbial because it contains a adverb word. Another election among the animals, I think it's subject because there was animals that do that, and yeah, there were animals there. Was held its but the true leader for me here is a subject that talk has been talked for the text proofs here must be a verb and himself must be the object of the true leader want to prove by his qualities is a compliment because uh, the true leader has to be prove himself by his qualities. Okay, here and this is the word part. Yeah, I forgot to tell that morphology has a morpheme. Morpheme has suffix and prefix, and ing as I mean at the good meeting has a suffix ing of the animals. The animals has suffix s. Who had gathered has suffix ed. Ask the monkey was asked has suffix ed. And chappers, and grimaces has a morpheme s, and carried that the animals were carried has a suffix ed. Entirely has the suffix ly. Ly. Elected him their king. Elected has suffix ed. Animals for electing from elect to electing has a suffix ing. Unworthy from the word that has suffix y and has a prefix an. A ruler from rule that has suffix r, and so on and so on. Yes, as soon as is part of morphology, conjunction, like uh, and eagerly has a morphology term at adverb. Himself has a morphology term, pronoun, yourself. You pretend to be our king. You and are is part of morphology. The terms of morphology called um, pronoun. Also, take care of yourself. Yourself is part of pronoun. Shortly is part of adverb. So the blue mark here and here is I I mark it as a morphology part. Okay, jump to the conclusion. In the conclusion, in other words, morphosyntax is grammar and study how to create a sentence formation, like I told in the previous slides. So that's all for me. From me, that's all from me. Uh, Thank you very much for the opportunity to share my thoughts, which is very low. I'm sorry if there is many mistakes I made in the previous slides. My name is Muhammad Daffa Ramadhan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.